If you have clicked on a constipation video before, you have probably heard this. Drink more water, eat more fiber, take this supplement. And if you are still here, that clearly did not solve it. So let me start by telling you why this video is different. Most constipation videos give you a shopping list of tips. This one gives you a mental model, a way to actually understand your gut as a machine, so you know why you are constipated, which 2-3 levers matter most for you, and how to turn those into daily habits that compound over time. I am not a random health influencer reading blog post. I am Bimal. I have had GI issues my whole life. I have lived through chronic constipation and hemorrhoids. I had the colonoscopy at 35, and I built Gutsphere, or GI Health Copilot, because I was done with fragmented advice. In this video, I will show you how to poop faster today, especially in the morning. The root causes behind constipation that most videos gloss over. The small, boring habits that, like a power law, give you a disproportionate share of the relief. And when constipation is not a try another hack problem, but a see a doctor now problem. If you are tired of surface level tips and you are ready to understand the system, stay with me. Quick context so you know who is talking to you. I had GI issues since I was an infant. In fact, I was declared dead when I was 9 months old. After moving countries, changing diet and stacking stress, my constipation got bad. Days without pooping, bleeding, real fear of colon cancer, and this constant feeling that my body was betraying me. What I kept getting was one-off advice. Try this, got that, maybe it's stress. Nobody ever said, here is how your pooping system actually works. Here are the few big levers. Here is how to test and track what works for you. So I ended up doing that for myself. Tracking food, sleep, stress, bowels, reading the signs, trying and failing over and over. That's how I arrived at this machine model. And that's why I built Gutsphere. So people like you don't have to reverse engineer this from scratch. Let's start with the machine. I look at constipation as a simple 3-step machine. Input: what goes in? Food, fiber, water, coffee, meds, movement, stress. Processing: what your body does with it. How your colon moves, how much water it pulls out, how your brain talks to your gut. Output: how it comes out. Rectum, pelvic floor, anal sphincter, the exit gate. Constipation is what happens when you stop the machine of bulk or water. The conveyor belt, your colon, runs slow, or the gate doesn't open properly. We will start with pooping faster today. Then I will zoom out into root causes and long-term system that actually sticks. A. Use your morning poop window. Your gut has a built-in cycle called gastrocolic reflex. When food enters your stomach, it sends a signal down the line. Hey colon, time to move things. This reflex is strongest in the morning, especially after breakfast. Most people never consciously use this. Here is my morning poop window. Warm drink after waking, water, herbal coffee, or sometimes even coffee if I tolerate it. Small breakfast. Doesn't have to be big, but some fat plus some 5 to 10 minutes of light movement. Walk around, stretch. Just don't be a statue. Then I give myself 5 to 10 minutes on the toilet. I am not begging my body to perform. I am surfing a wave that's already there. Do this once. Maybe you get lucky. Do it for 30 to 60 days and your body starts to treat that block as poop time. That's compounding. Tiny consistent signals, creating a new default. These days, I poop like a clockwork immediately after waking up. B. Fix your toilet posture. If you only take one mechanical tip from this video, take this one. It's low effort, high leverage. On a normal Western toilet, knees lower than hips, rectum bends, like a kink hose. When you squat or simulate squatting, that angle straightens. Even if the collar is pushing, the exit can still jam. My setup: small stool under my feet, knees slightly above hips, lean forward, elbows on the thighs, and belly relaxed, not sucked in. And breathing: inhale, belly expands, and exhale. Imagine the pelvic floor and anus softening and opening, not cleansing. For years, I did the classic hold breath, push like crazy. All that did was train my pelvic floor to fight me. C. Used intelligently. If you are really backed up, several days with no movement, hard stool right at the exit, significant discomfort, then local tools like glycerin suppositories or small warm water enemas, if they are safe for you, can give you same day relief. I am not going to list those laxatives here. You can find it in other videos. I think of them as emergency liquidity in a frozen market. They are there so you are not suffering endlessly, but they are not your long-term constipation strategy. Once you are unstuck, the question is, why did the machine jam in that first place? That's what most videos never really unpack. Most videos stop at add fiber, drink more water, or take this supplement. This one is about seeing which part of the machine is broken for you and then focusing on the few levers that give you most of the result. That's the power law. Here is where this video goes beyond fiber and water. I see 5 root cause buckets. Number 1, starving the machine. Low fiber, low fluid, a high ultra processed. Your colon wants bulk plus water. If your day is toast, cheese, meat, snacks, not many plants, coffee all day, barely any water, you are giving your colon almost nothing to form stool with. Simple daily tools I use: 1 or 2 kiwis a day, a small handful of prunes or a bit of prune juice, chia or ground flax, starting tiny, psyllium if I tolerate, but always with water. These are not hacks. They are input into the machine. Most people try them for 3 days and quit. The difference here is we are thinking in weeks and months, letting the benefits accumulate. 2. Slow conveyor belt. Low activity meds, hormones. Some people have a genuinely slow colon, very low movement. Certain medications like opioids, some others, conditions like low thyroid, diabetes, even pregnancy, you might need medical help here. Blood work, med review. On the home side, my highest leverage habit was a 10-20 minute walk after dinner. Not for weight loss, not for steps. Just to tell my gut, keep things moving. Again, one walk does nothing magical. 50 walks in a row, the pattern in my Gutsphere logs is obvious. 3. Jammed exit, pelvic floor and coordinate. This is the part almost nobody on YouTube explains properly. If your pattern is long time on the toilet, hard straining, feeling like something is stuck, even after your problem might not be fiber. It might be the output gate, the pelvic floor. Instead of relaxing, when you push, the muscles are tightening. At home, squat posture, relaxed breathing, not rushing or doom scrolling on the toilet. But if this is your pattern, please at least consider a pelvic floor physiotherapy biofeedback conversation. That's not clickbait. That's where a lot of people really make progress. 4. Brain gut stress nervous system in alarm mode. Your gut doesn't float in space. It's wired directly to your nervous system. High stress, poor sleep, constant anxiety shift you into fight or flight, downregulate digestion, tighten muscles, including pelvic floor. I have had weeks where my diet was perfect, but my life was on fire and my gut shut down. What helps me? A few slow breaths before I sit on the toilet, a short walk, and warm drink instead of endless screen time before bed. Protecting even a small off switch in the evening. We are not doing spa days. We are just dialing down alarm a bit so the machine can do its job. Number 5, ignoring the urge, negative compounding. Finally, behavior. When your rectum says, we are full, and you constantly respond with, I'll go later, I'm busy, your rectum stretches, the signal dulls, stool dries out. That's negative compounding. You don't need to sprint to the bathroom every time. But if over the next month you honor the first reasonable urge more often, you will start training your body in the right direction again. This is one of the simplest, least sexy, but most powerful home remedies there is. Here's another way this video is different. I am not going to leave you with 25 random tips. I want you to walk away with a simple system you can do every day. Morning, short term and train. Warm drink after waking. Small breakfast with some fat and fiber. 5 to 10 minutes of movement. Toilet time. Footstool. Knees above hips. Lean forward. Belly relax. Slow breathing. Max 5 to 10 minutes. No raise, no straining. Daytime. Sip water. Don't let the tank go empty. Move when you can. As life allows, don't postpone any urge. Evening. Building tomorrow's poop. Don't go to bed totally stuffed when you can avoid it. 10 to 20-minute walk after dinner. Warm, non-caffeinated drink. Tiny wind down. Stretch, breathe, less doom scroll. You are not meant to do this perfectly. You are meant to do it roughly, consistently, and let it compound. The last piece, and this is where my journey really shifted, is tracking. When I started logging bowel movements, time, effort, stool type, satisfactions, habits, fiber, water, walks, sleep, stress, I stopped saying, I don't know why this is happening, and started saying, oh, this cluster always follows bad sleep and no walks. That's why I built Gutsphere. So people like us can see our own cause-effect graphs without being data nerds and figure out our personal power law habits, the 2-3 things that move 80% of our constipation. Whether you use Gutsphere or Notes app or a paper journal, the point is stop guessing, start observing. One more thing, if you have new sudden constipation, especially after 50, blood in your stool or black tarry stool, unintentional weight loss, severe or constant abdominal pain, vomiting and inability to pass gas, don't tinker. Those are red flags. See your doctor fast. Constipation used to feel like a random punishment to me. Now I see it as a machine with inputs, processing, outputs, short-term cycles, long-term habits that either compound for you or against you. Most videos will hand you a list of tips and move on. This one is about giving you a framework. Understand which part of your machine is failing. Focus on few high-leverage habits. Let them compound. And track your own data so you can see what's actually working. So here is my challenge for the next 30 days. Pick 2 levers from this video. A morning poop window, 1 new habit, kiwi, prunes, stool under your feet, or a 10-20 minute walk after dinner. Track your bowel movements, effort, and satisfaction every day. At the end of 30 days, you will know more about your gut than most people of guess it. I am Bimal, founder of Gutsphere and a stubborn constipation survivor. If this helped, let me know in the comments which 2 levers you are going to start with. And I will see you in the next video.